This is the Google 1 month overview reading for the month of December 2022. It's currently November 29th, 2022, 8:47 p.m. Eastern Time. And the price of Google at the time of this reading is $95.44. So the overall theme and behavior, guys, we have an important resistance level that's highlighted here. Generally speaking, when you have this as the theme card, your price level will finish somewhere with close proximity to where it started. Like, so like wherever the period of time that this truce card represents, usually there's like where it's that period of time starts, the price level is usually about the same where that period of time ends. Not always, but there's an important resistance level there that's highlighted. It looks like in this case we actually sell from near overbought territory down to the low. The high and the low are within close proximity to each other. And then this important resistance level that we sell from, that decline offers an opportunity to open up a long position, which makes sense. It looks like the sneak preview card in the midst of some erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, price level that's important on the scale of like a 1 month chart at least. And there'll be a revisiting of a past a past crest that was recently a past opportunity. So declining from here will likely come back to this price level, is my sense, to this whatever this truce price level ends up being. Looks like there's a significant move higher out of these declines too to reach the resistance level. And then also the behavior around the high, we have a notable decline from the month's high. It'll stand out on a 1 month chart, and it may be in the midst of some bearish price swings. And then the behavior around the low will meet the low after selling from near overbought territory on RSI. There'll be a crest that we sell off from there into the low. And then again, like I said, they're likely within close proximity to each other. So a high and a low within close proximity to each other. Usually that's within like 7 days time when we're looking at the scale of a 1 month. Usually. There's no constants really. Before we go any further with the December, let's check out the October and see how we did. So this vertical line and this is where October starts. This vertical line is where October ends. The overall theme, we had a peak formed from a move higher through resistance. We stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through the same price level. Right? And shortly thereafter. So that's the overall theme, and then it's mixed with a steep decline. It looks like to a critical support level. That's a key opportunity on at least a 1 month chart. All right. So as far as highs and lows go, we have a low on the 6th, 7th. 5th, 6th, 7th. Looks like, matter of fact, it looks like on the 5th we have that crest, and there's a peak on the 6th, and then there's another trough on the 7th. We come out of that low, go up a little bit, drop further down to the 11th, where we have another low, prominent low. Looks like I might have gone a little screwy here, so well, maybe not. We have on the 13th, 14th, there's like a crest. Looks like we probably missed this low here on the 14th. It ends up being on the this low here on the 13th ends up being on the 17th, it looks like. So a little bit off there, but with that said, a lot of price movement on the 20th. Looks like that low ended up being on the 21st, really, but a lot of price movement out of that low as we expected, right? So matter of fact, so that's just it. This correlation here, this is the only correlation on the 5th to the theme card where we have this move higher, this price level that's highlighted, and it looks like we meet it right there. So when we break through that price level is when we have the big drop back down. Interesting to point that out for you know, to learn from. But so we sell, there's a big move, retracement out of that low on the 20th, 21st, up to the 26th. And then on the 26th, we have this big drop when we have the unicursal there. So hopefully I read this as okay, so this right here is the low that we were looking for on the 20th. It ends up being on the 19th. Then there's a bit of a crest there between the 20th and the 21st. Where are we? 20th, 21st, right? And then on the 24th, we have another significant low, and it looks like we were off by a day there as well, but still pretty accurate as far as like where the lows are in the sequence of events. And then there's that big drop on the 26th, right? Big move out of a decline on the 28th, but that big move out of the decline also offers a opportunity to open up a short position in the midst of the rally. And you can see that would have played out pretty handsomely into November. Pretty on point. I wouldn't say it's a 100% accurate, but pretty solid as far as planned trades and whatnot. And that October reading for Google was created on September 25th, 2022. All right, so back to December. So as far as the days go, so we have this fast sudden move higher on the 1st. That's out of a decline. It looks like there was a decline there on the 1st. No? Okay, so there's a fast sudden move higher. We meet a resistance, and then there's a decline through the 2nd into like a trough or low early on the 5th, followed by the same low or a lower low later in the 5th. We're attempting to establish or reestablish support here on the 5th, and there's a swing trade opportunity there. To get the swing trades, guys, moving forward with these monthlies, we're going to keep doing these we'll try and do our best to keep doing the monthlies, but we're not going to be able to do like Google every single month unless somebody goes out and they actually purchase a subscription for the Google 1 month, and then it'll get guaranteed to be done every month, and that'll be supporting the channel immensely, my friends. We need another 5 recurring subscribers in order for us to be able to do live every day of the week again. We need another 5. We're not far, but we need about 5 more. And with that said, the people that do pay for the Google 1 month, they're going to get a link to a video that's almost identical, but at the end of the video, it has the best trade that I see for the month of December for Google. That won't be included in the free version that ends up on the website. And that's for a thank you to those that actually support the channel. We really do need your help, guys, and your support. Much appreciated for all of you that are doing so and allowing us to continue to put out this content. Love you guys, really. And that way, you know, the people that are paying are getting the opportunity to make money with it. That's how it works. All right, so we're attempting to establish support, and then at the end of the day on the 5th, it looks like there's a fast sudden move higher. We meet resistance, or we meet a key resistance on a 1 month, and we decline. There's a sideways fluctuations with a decline there from that resistance on the 6th to what looks like a trough or a low for the day, midday on the 6th, followed by a lower low on the 7th. But it looks like between the 6th and the 7th, there's a rally back to a key resistance, and then we fall from that key resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down to meet that low towards the end of the day on the 7th. On the 7th or into the 8th, there's a really big move to the upside. We push the upper end of a range higher. That's on the scale of a 1 month chart. The following day, so somewhere between the 8th and the 9th, is a decline that offers an opportunity to open up a long position. And out of that decline, there's a big move to the upside on the 9th from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range. Looks like we have a peak or crest on the 12th. And then there's a significant fake out or shakeout or some sort of indicator that's falsely triggered to intentionally to create some sort of impulsive decision on the part of retail investors there on the 12th. On the 13th, there's an agreement or a merger or acquisition or an agreement between two leaders. Probably a merger or acquisition of some kind is highlighted, but it could be an agreement there. And it looks like we may... There's likely a holding pattern with a pop and drop in there is usually what happens around the Lover's card, but there's a rally there. It looks like there's a rally into the 14th, and then on the 14th, that rally along a diagonal trend line ends with a fast sudden move higher, followed by a breakdown through the diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Decline continues still further on the 15th through multiple support levels on the scale of 1 month, and then there's a bit of a rally between the 15th and the 16th somewhere. Looks like we have a new local high on the 16th and then a new local low on the 16th. And there's also a local low here on the 14th. So prominent low on the 14th, prominent low on the 16th. Okay, so we declined from that rally along the diagonal trend line. We break down with the fast sudden move higher on the 14th. And then we break down with increasing volatility through multiple support levels on the 15th into a prominent low or trough on the 16th. And out of that prominent lower trough for the month, there's going to be a big move to the upside. That big move to the upside is going to create a new local high. So what do I mean by a local high? This is a highest high on the scale of what we're looking at here. This would be a highest high. This would be a local 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 high. Local low, local low, local low, local lowest low. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so big move to the upside. Out of that, we actually break out through a resistance on that's significant on a scale of a 1 month. There's 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level on the 19th, confirming a bullish trend. It looks like we probably have a prominent peak or crest here for the month on the 19th or early on the somewhere on the 20th, where we have this rally. After we confirm the rally, crisscrossing 3 times through that price level, that rally offers an opportunity to open up a short position. Somewhere, so there's quite a bit of volatility in here on the 21st. There may be the rally may continue into the 21st. So interesting. Okay, so this is likely the highest high here on the 23rd. But there's a decline somewhere in here on the 21st or the 22nd. So we rally into this like jagged upward behavior on the 21st, and then there's a decline from one support level down to another. We bounce along that support level for a bit, and then we break down through multiple support levels on the scale of a 1 month. That's there on the 22nd, and that decline offers an opportunity to open up a long position. So this short position likely is a little bit further out. I'll talk about that in the paid version. And then out of that decline, a rally on the 23rd along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting secondary resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those 2 price levels. And it looks like there's a significant move towards the end of the day there to the upside. And then on the 27th, it's a little difficult, I'm sorry guys, to determine where we open here on the 27th. my sense is that we open lower than where we end the day on the 23rd, but then we rally pretty strongly, breaking out through key resistance level on a 1 day chart at least. And there's a big move to reach for distant resistance to reach the day's high there on the 27th. So we break through resistance near the low, it looks like. And then on the 28th, off of a high at the end of the day, there's volatility into the 28th. And then at the end of the day on the 28th, or maybe the volatility continues into the 29th, but when it ends either on the 28th or the 29th, there's a fast sudden move higher, ending that volatility. On the 29th, there's volatility offering an opportunity to position oneself in both directions. We'll talk more about that on the paid version. And then on the 30th, another sharp drop standing out on a 1 month chart at least. Probably more than just Google, but multiple stocks like majority kind of deal. And then in January, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. And in the midst of that erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, we revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. So on the scale of a 1 month, recently could be within like 10 days, usually within 7 days, but it could be out as far as 10 days. And it looks like it's very likely the crest that we see around the 20th, either the 20th or the 23rd, somewhere around there. All right, guys, that's Google. The initial I'm going to get into the pattern. That's the Google. I'm going to get into the question and answer portion, where we get into extrapolating some price level information here. So stay tuned, and we'll be on that in just a moment. This is the Q&A for price level information here for Google, but for those of you that are interested, the shuffle video was created on November 20, 2022. Alright guys, so let's see here. Is the highest high for Google in December of 2022 taking place on the 23rd of December 2022? Maybe. That means likely appears more than once. Does the highest high appear twice? Yes. Does Google's highest December 2022 price level take place on December 19th, 2022? Yes. Huh. It was the virtue card. Interesting. Lowest low. Let's see. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 take place on the 5th of December 2022? Yes. I wonder if if there's more than one. Does the lowest price level of Google for December 2022 take place more than once in December 2022? on more than one day in December 2022. Yes. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 take place on the 16th of December 2022? Yes. Actually, that's a maybe. So more than that. So interesting. Does the lowest price level of Google of December 2022 take place on the 29th of December 2022? Yes. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 appear on four days of December 2022? Yes. Wow. Where else could it be? Does Google's lowest December 2022 price level take place on 5 different days in December 2022? Yes. Wow. A lot of bouncing around here, guys. Does Google's price level take place? Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 take place on 6 different days of December 2022? Unicursal. Interesting. I guess that means I should stop asking. So, let's see. Does the lowest price level take place on the 7th? No. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 take place on the 14th? Yes. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 take place somewhere around the 22nd or 23rd of December 2022? No. Does Google's lowest price level... Matter of fact, I should ask that again properly. Does Google's lowest price level of December 2022 appear on the 7th or 8th of December 2022? No. Alright, well I got enough of them. I'm not going to go any further because I got the unicursal, generally speaking. It's like, you should stop here with these type of questions. So that's Google for December 2022. Wish I could give you more information as far as like the lows, but that's what I get. Some guys I don't get it all. And keep that in mind, guys. I don't always see everything, so trade like I'm wrong, and you'll make a lot of money if you trade like I'm wrong. Or like I can be wrong. Sorry, trade like I can be wrong. Because if you trade like that, when I am wrong, you'll be alright. And then most of the time, you'll be good. Thanks for watching, my friends. As always, make sure you follow that rule of karma. That's what the whole purpose of this channel is right now. We're looking to spread good deeds into the world. It's that time of year, my friends. So do it well. The best kind of good deed is the one that nobody knows you did. So if you can get away with sending a little bit of that profit towards somebody without them even knowing, all the better, my friends. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold in all directions. And please don't forget about the channel. Channel needs your support as well. In order for me to stay non-biased, I do not trade. It makes a huge difference in accuracy. And with that said, guys, channel needs me support, so send a little bit back this way. Most importantly though, especially in this holiday season, my friends, make sure that whatever you spend that money on, you spend it out of love. The universe is going to send it back to you and to everybody around you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one. Okay guys, the best trade that I see for Google in the month of December 2022, only for those of you watching this now who've paid the subscription to make sure that these December readings come out regularly. You're basically guaranteeing that the channel is able to continue doing that. You're helping to support the channel, and in doing that you're helping to support good deeds into the world, and spreading, you know, joy forth and good deeds forth. So you're really helping to evolve spiritually the entire world. And with that, thank you so much. Your recurring subscription is much appreciated, my friend, and I'll be looking for you on the live. The best trade that I see, so we're looking for something having to do with a resistance, a significant resistance level on the scale of at least a 1 month, probably a multi-month or a year-to-date chart, but it's a key resistance level and combined with a decline off of that key resistance level that offers an opportunity to open up a long position. So my sense is that what we'd want to do is, in the midst of the decline out of that resistance level, what we want to do is open up a long position and use that resistance level as the exit point from which we come out of it.